Friedrich Nietzsche was a German philosopher who lived in the 19th century, and his ideas are still discussed today. He had unique views about life, happiness, and the struggles that come with being human. Unlike many thinkers of his time who focused on reason and morality, Nietzsche challenged traditional beliefs and offered a fresh perspective. Nietzsche believed that life was full of challenges and hardships. He didn't shy away from discussing suffering. Instead, he thought it was an essential part of being alive. His most famous idea, "What does not kill you makes you stronger," suggests that overcoming difficulties can lead to personal growth. In a way, he saw misery as something that could teach valuable lessons if approached correctly. He also examined the concept of the will to power, which refers to our drive to achieve goals and assert ourselves in the world. According to Nietzsche, this desire is more fundamental than the search for happiness or even survival. He argued that people often find satisfaction through their ambitions and struggles rather than by seeking comfort alone. Another important aspect of Nietzsche's philosophy is his critique of societal norms. He challenged conventional morality and questioned why people accepted values without thinking critically about them. This rebellion against tradition led him to declare, "God is dead," signaling a shift away from reliance on religious or societal guidelines for meaning in life. For Nietzsche, individuals must create their own values based on their experiences and desires. As we look closely at Nietzsche's ideas, it's clear that he wanted us to confront our discomfort rather than run from it. This approach might seem strange today when comfort is so easily accessible. Many people seek instant gratification through distractions like social media or entertainment. However, Nietzsche would argue that avoiding life's challenges only deepens feelings of misery and emptiness. Understanding Nietzsche's philosophy sets the stage for exploring the real reasons behind our unhappiness today. By recognizing that suffering can lead to strength and understanding, we can begin to reshape how we view our own struggles. Nietzsche invites us not just to accept hardship but to embrace it as a crucial part of our journey toward fulfillment. As we delve deeper into his insights, we'll discover how they apply to modern life and why they remain relevant more than 150 years later. Through this exploration, we may find new ways to confront our own miseries and uncover paths toward a more meaningful existence. Misery is a feeling many of us experience at different points in our lives, and it can come from a variety of sources. Understanding what misery truly means is the first step toward overcoming it. It's not just sadness or disappointment, it's often a complex mix of emotions that can include frustration, loneliness, and even confusion about one's purpose. People frequently associate misery with external factors like job stress, relationship troubles, or health issues. While these circumstances can certainly trigger feelings of unhappiness, Nietzsche believed that the root of our misery often lies within ourselves. He suggested that we have a tendency to seek out comfort instead of facing our struggles head-on. This avoidance can lead to a deeper sense of emptiness. Moreover, many individuals today strive for happiness as if it were a goal to be achieved. Social media often paints an unrealistic picture of joy and success, making people feel inadequate when they don't measure up. This constant comparison can enhance feelings of misery because it creates pressure to appear perfect and fulfilled. Instead of accepting their own paths and struggles, many people end up feeling lost and disconnected from their true selves. Nietzsche acknowledged that life is inherently challenging, filled with ups and downs. He argued that rather than running away from these difficulties, we should embrace them as essential parts of existence. This perspective shifts the focus from merely seeking happiness to finding meaning in hardships. By facing our challenges, we are more likely to discover strength and resilience we didn't know we possessed. In today's fast-paced world, instant gratification is everywhere. Many people opt for quick fixes to escape feelings of misery, whether through binge-watching shows, scrolling through social media feeds, or indulging in unhealthy habits. However, these distractions only provide temporary relief and fail to address the underlying issues causing discomfort. Understanding misery also includes recognizing that it can serve as a powerful teacher. When we face tough times, we often reflect on our lives and begin to ask important questions. What do I truly want? What values matter most to me? These reflections can lead us on a path toward self-discovery and personal growth. By embracing the lessons that come from suffering and understanding the complex nature of misery, we can begin to reshape our outlook on life. Rather than viewing misery solely as something negative, Nietzsche encourages us to see it as an opportunity for growth and transformation, a stepping stone toward achieving a more fulfilling and meaningful existence. Nietzsche's insights on suffering offer a profound perspective on how we can transform our lives. Rather than seeing suffering as something to avoid or escape, he proposed that it is an essential part of human experience. He believed that through suffering, individuals can cultivate strength and resilience, ultimately leading to personal growth. One of Nietzsche's key ideas is that suffering can be a catalyst for change. When we face difficulties, we often confront our limitations and fears. This confrontation forces us to reflect on what we truly value and desire in life. For example, a challenging experience like losing a job might initially seem devastating, but it can also prompt someone to re-evaluate their career path and discover new passions they hadn't considered before. Nietzsche famously stated, "What does not kill you makes you stronger." This quote encapsulates his belief that enduring hardship not only strengthens us but can also lead to greater self-awareness. When we overcome obstacles, we build confidence in our abilities and develop a sense of purpose that transcends mere happiness. In this way, suffering becomes a transformative journey rather than a dead end. Additionally, Nietzsche argued that avoiding discomfort can lead to stagnation. Many people try to shield themselves from pain by seeking constant pleasure or distraction. However, these temporary escapes often result in feelings of emptiness and dissatisfaction. By facing challenges instead of fleeing from them, individuals can unlock their potential and experience genuine fulfillment. The importance of struggle is also reflected in Nietzsche's concept of the Übermensch, or overman. This idea represents an individual who has transcended societal norms and limitations, embodying creativity and strength through their experiences of suffering. The Übermensch creates their own values and meaning in a world that often feels chaotic and uncertain. In this sense, embracing suffering helps people break free from conventional expectations and discover their unique paths. Moreover, Nietzsche believed that societal attitudes towards suffering often hinder personal growth. In many cultures, there is a tendency to view pain as something negative or shameful. However, he challenged this perspective by suggesting that acknowledging our struggles can lead to authentic connections with others who share similar experiences. This connection fosters empathy and understanding in communities. By adopting Nietzsche's insights on suffering, we can begin to reframe our experiences. Instead of fearing discomfort or viewing it as a failure, we can see it as an opportunity for growth and transformation. Embracing life's challenges allows us not only to learn more about ourselves but also to cultivate resilience that shapes our journeys toward meaningful existence. Through this lens, suffering becomes less of a burden and more of a guide leading us toward our true selves. While suffering can lead to personal growth, Nietzsche also pointed out a significant problem in our lives: the desire for comfort. Today, many people prioritize comfort over challenge, often seeking ease in their daily routines, relationships, and even their emotional states. This pursuit of comfort can be misleading and ultimately unfulfilling. In a world where instant gratification is readily available, it's easy to fall into the trap of avoiding discomfort. Whether it's through binge-watching shows, scrolling endlessly through social media, or indulging in unhealthy eating habits, people seek temporary escapes from life's challenges. These distractions may provide short-term relief, but they often mask deeper issues that need attention. When individuals prioritize comfort at the expense of growth, they risk becoming stagnant. Nietzsche believed that the easy path often leads us away from discovering our true selves. In his view, struggles and discomfort are not just obstacles, they are essential experiences that foster self-discovery. By continuously choosing the comfortable route, we miss opportunities to learn important lessons about resilience and courage. For instance, someone might avoid a difficult conversation with a friend or family member to maintain peace but then feel regretful later when unresolved issues linger. Furthermore, this craving for comfort can often lead to feelings of anxiety and inadequacy. As society continually promotes an idealized version of happiness, through perfect lives showcased on social media, people may feel pressure to conform to unrealistic standards. When their own lives do not match these portrayals of success and joy, they can easily fall into misery and comparison. Moreover, the drive for comfort can also prevent people from engaging meaningfully with others. In pursuing shallow interactions instead of facing uncomfortable conversations or deeper relationships, individuals lose touch with genuine connection and empathy. Nietzsche argued that authentic relationships are built through vulnerability and shared struggles, therefore, avoiding discomfort can weaken our ties with others. By recognizing this problem of comfort in our lives and understanding its consequences, we can begin to shift our mindset. Instead of running from discomfort or viewing it as something negative, we can choose to embrace it as part of our journey toward growth. This change allows us not just to endure tough situations but to thrive through them. Ultimately, Nietzsche invites us to reflect on how we approach pain and hardship in our lives. He suggests that by stepping outside our comfort zones, whether through facing fears head-on or challenging societal norms, we open ourselves up to richer experiences that lead to authenticity and fulfillment. Therefore, confrontations with discomfort become stepping stones toward more meaningful existence rather than barriers to happiness. As we explore Nietzsche's philosophy further, we encounter a vital aspect of his thought, the search for meaning. In a world filled with distractions and superficial goals, many individuals find themselves yearning for a deeper purpose in their lives. Nietzsche believed that this search for meaning is crucial to our existence and that it often arises from our experiences of suffering and struggle. In contrast to the popular belief that happiness is the ultimate aim of life, Nietzsche suggested that meaning should be our primary focus. He argued that when people pursue happiness alone, they may overlook the richer dimensions of life that come from overcoming challenges and engaging deeply with their experiences. This quest for meaning often requires individuals to confront uncomfortable truths about themselves and their place in the world. For instance, many people may feel lost when their lives do not seem to align with societal expectations or when they face unexpected hardships. This disconnection can lead to feelings of misery as they grapple with questions like "Why am I here?" or "What do I truly want?" Nietzsche encouraged individuals to embrace these moments of doubt and discomfort as opportunities for self-exploration rather than as signs of failure. He believed that finding meaning often involves creating one's own values and purpose. In his view, we cannot rely solely on external norms or societal standards to define our worth or direction in life. Instead, we must look inward and reflect on what resonates with us personally. This process might involve examining our passions, beliefs, and aspirations and being willing to redefine them based on our experiences. Furthermore, Nietzsche emphasized that the search for meaning is not a solitary journey, it can be enriched through relationships with others. Engaging in deep conversations about struggles, dreams, and fears can foster connections that help us clarify our values and beliefs. Authentic relationships built on shared vulnerabilities can create a sense of community that supports our individual quests for meaning. As we navigate our lives, it is essential to recognize that meaning may not always be readily apparent. It often emerges through ongoing exploration and reflection. Nietzsche's philosophy encourages us to embrace uncertainty instead of shying away from it. By accepting life's complexities and challenges, we open ourselves up to discovering a more profound sense of purpose. Ultimately, the search for meaning is an ongoing process that invites us to grow alongside our experiences. Rather than viewing difficulty as merely an obstacle, we can see it as a vital part of finding our way in the world. Through this lens, life becomes an adventure filled with opportunities for discovery, helping us forge paths toward authenticity and fulfillment as we carve out our unique meanings in life's intricate tapestry. Embracing struggle is a fundamental aspect of Nietzsche's philosophy that deserves special attention. He believed that facing challenges head-on is not only necessary for personal growth but also enriches our lives in meaningful ways. Instead of viewing struggles as burdens or obstacles, Nietzsche encouraged us to see them as opportunities for transformation and self-discovery. When we encounter difficulties, it is easy to feel overwhelmed or defeated. However, Nietzsche argued that these moments of hardship can lead to significant breakthroughs if we approach them with an open mind and a willingness to learn. For example, someone facing a personal loss may initially feel sorrow and despair, but through that struggle, they might discover newfound strength and resilience. This growth often comes from reflecting on the experience and finding ways to honor what was lost while moving forward. Moreover, embracing struggle helps us build character. Every challenge we face shapes who we are and how we interact with the world around us. When we persevere through tough times, we develop qualities such as determination, empathy, and courage. These traits not only benefit us individually but also enhance our relationships with others. As we grow stronger through our struggles, we become better equipped to support those around us who may be facing their own challenges. Nietzsche also emphasized the idea of l'amour fati, or love of fate. This concept encourages individuals to accept and even embrace their circumstances, including the struggles they face. Instead of wishing things were different or lamenting past choices, loving one's fate means recognizing that every experience contributes to our growth and understanding of life. By adopting this mindset, we can shift our perspective on challenges and see them as integral parts of our unique journeys. Additionally, embracing struggle fosters resilience, the ability to bounce back from adversity. Life will inevitably present us with hardships, but how we respond to them can define our paths. Individuals who embrace their struggles often find they can face future challenges with greater confidence and adaptability. This resilience allows for a richer life experience, as it opens doors to new opportunities and insights that would not have emerged without facing adversity. Furthermore, when people share their struggles with others, it creates a sense of connection and community. Vulnerability can foster authentic relationships built on mutual understanding and support. By discussing hardships openly, we can inspire others to embrace their own struggles rather than hide from them. Ultimately, embracing struggle leads us toward a more authentic existence. Instead of fearing discomfort or hardship, we can view these experiences as essential elements of our personal journeys. Through this lens, struggles become powerful teachers that guide us toward deeper self-understanding and fulfillment in life, a perspective that Nietzsche believed could transform our experiences into a source of strength and wisdom. The role of relationships is a crucial element in Nietzsche's philosophy and an important factor in addressing misery and enhancing personal growth. While individuals often focus on their own struggles, Nietzsche argued that connecting with others deepens our understanding of ourselves and the world around us. Genuine relationships can provide much-needed support during tough times and help cultivate resilience. One of the most significant aspects of relationships is vulnerability. When we share our struggles and fears with those we trust, we open the door to authentic connections. Vulnerability fosters empathy, allowing us to relate to one another's pain and experiences. In this shared space, we can find solace and encouragement as we navigate our challenges. For example, discussing feelings of loss or disappointment with a friend can not only lighten our emotional burden but also reinforce the bond between us. Additionally, Nietzsche believed that relationships serve as mirrors reflecting our values and beliefs. Engaging with others allows us to examine our thoughts and emotions more closely. Through meaningful conversations, we may discover different perspectives that challenge our preconceived notions or inspire fresh insights about ourselves. This exchange can lead to personal growth as we adapt and evolve based on what we learn from others. Furthermore, deeper connections provide a sense of belonging. Humans are inherently social beings, and feeling connected to a community or group contributes significantly to our well-being. When individuals experience isolation or loneliness, it can intensify feelings of misery. Conversely, nurturing supportive relationships creates an environment where individuals feel valued and understood, which enhances mental health. Nietzsche also emphasized the importance of surrounding ourselves with people who encourage growth rather than hinder it. Relationships should uplift and inspire us to become better versions of ourselves. By carefully choosing friends who challenge us to embrace discomfort and pursue our passions, we foster an atmosphere conducive to self-discovery. However, not all relationships are beneficial, some may be toxic or unfulfilling. It is essential to evaluate the dynamics of our connections regularly. Toxic relationships can drain energy and contribute to feelings of despair or inadequacy. Recognizing these negative influences allows individuals to make choices that align better with their goals for growth. Ultimately, meaningful relationships hold the power to transform experiences of suffering into pathways for growth. By embracing both joy and struggle alongside those who understand us, we create a rich tapestry of shared experiences that enhance life's meaning. This collaborative approach reminds us that while individual journeys are vital in overcoming misery, fostering deep connections enriches those journeys immeasurably. In summary, Nietzsche's insights highlight the significance of relationships in combating misery and fostering personal development. Shared struggles and mutual support not only alleviate loneliness but also deepen our understanding of ourselves as we travel through life's complexities together. Living authentically is a core principle in Nietzsche's philosophy and is essential for overcoming feelings of misery. To live authentically means to be true to oneself, embracing one's values, beliefs, and desires rather than conforming to societal expectations or norms. In a world that often pressures individuals to fit into predefined molds, Nietzsche urged people to break free from these constraints and explore their true identities. Authenticity begins with self-reflection. Nietzsche believed that individuals must take the time to understand their inner selves, which includes identifying personal strengths, weaknesses, passions, and fears. This journey of self-discovery often involves confronting uncomfortable truths and challenging deeply ingrained beliefs. For example, someone might realize they have been pursuing a career path dictated by family expectations rather than their own interests. Acknowledging this misalignment can be the first step toward making choices that lead to a more fulfilling life. Moreover, living authentically requires courage, the courage to stand firm in one's convictions even when faced with opposition or criticism. It can be daunting to express one's true self in a society that often values conformity over individuality. However, Nietzsche argued that embracing our unique perspectives fosters creativity and innovation. When we allow ourselves to think differently and act according to our values, we contribute more meaningfully to the world around us. Authenticity also plays a vital role in relationships. Genuine connections are built on honesty and openness. When we hide parts of ourselves or pretend to be someone we're not, it hinders the development of trust and understanding. By living authentically, we invite others to do the same, creating an environment where vulnerability is welcomed and appreciated. This mutual authenticity can deepen relationships and foster a sense of belonging. Furthermore, Nietzsche's concept of becoming who you are emphasizes the ongoing nature of authenticity. It is not a destination but rather a continuous journey. Each individual has the potential for growth and change throughout their lives. As we navigate new experiences and challenges, we may discover aspects of ourselves that were previously hidden or unacknowledged. This ongoing evolution allows us to adapt our lives in ways that align more closely with our true selves. Lastly, living authentically can significantly reduce feelings of misery. When individuals suppress their true identities or live according to external expectations, they may experience inner conflict leading to frustration or discontentment. On the other hand, embracing authenticity cultivates a sense of freedom, a liberation from societal pressures, and fosters greater overall satisfaction with life. In conclusion, Nietzsche champions the idea that authentic living is essential for overcoming misery and achieving fulfillment. By engaging in self-reflection, embracing our unique identities, nurturing honest relationships, and remaining open to growth, we can lead lives rich with purpose and meaning. Ultimately, living authentically invites us to embark on a profound journey toward understanding ourselves and shaping our destinies in line with our true desires. In conclusion, the teachings of Friedrich Nietzsche offer invaluable insights into understanding and overcoming misery in our lives. His philosophy encourages us to embrace suffering, see it as a vital teacher, and recognize that through hardship, we can discover deeper meaning and purpose. Nietzsche's emphasis on confronting discomfort rather than seeking mere happiness highlights the importance of resilience in navigating life's complexities. By accepting that challenges are part of the human experience, we can shift our perspectives to view them as opportunities for growth. This transformation allows us to unlock our potential and reframe our understanding of success and fulfillment. Ultimately, it is through facing struggles that we cultivate character and forge a more authentic existence. The role of relationships is another crucial aspect of Nietzsche's philosophy. Meaningful connections with others help us navigate our struggles and enrich our lives. Genuine relationships foster empathy, vulnerability, and mutual support, enabling us to share our experiences and learn from one another. By surrounding ourselves with people who encourage personal growth, we build a strong foundation for resilience and emotional well-being. Moreover, living authentically is essential for leading a fulfilling life. Embracing who we are, our values, beliefs, and passions, empowers us to make choices that align with our true selves. This authenticity not only enhances our self-understanding but also strengthens the bonds we share with others. When we are honest about our struggles and desires, we invite deeper connections that provide comfort and support in times of difficulty. As we reflect on Nietzsche's insights, it becomes clear that the search for meaning is an ongoing journey filled with both joys and challenges. Life will inevitably present hardships, however, by approaching them with an open mind and a willingness to grow, we can transform these experiences into catalysts for profound personal development. In navigating modern life's complexities, Nietzsche's philosophy encourages us to resist the temptation of instant gratification and superficial comforts. Instead, we should focus on engaging deeply with our experiences, creating our own values, and fostering genuine relationships. Through this approach, we can lead lives rich in purpose and meaning. Ultimately, learning from Nietzsche reminds us that while misery may be a part of life, it does not define us. Instead of succumbing to despair, we can choose to embrace the challenges we face as they lead us toward greater self-discovery and fulfillment. By embodying these principles, we can transform our journeys into powerful narratives of growth, resilience, and authenticity, essential ingredients for a meaningful existence.